What's up, my friend? Abby here, and today we're talking about one word. Invincible. It's a word I'm kind of obsessed with, as you might have noticed. Stay invincible. Stay invincible. Stay invincible. Stay invincible. But what does it mean? A quick Google search will tell you that it means incapable of being conquered, defeated, or subdued. That being said, wouldn't it be amazing to have an invincible mindset? To be able to take on any challenge life throws at you and only become stronger because of it? It might sound like wishful thinking to some, but I believe that we are strong. I believe that you watching this video right now are strong. I believe that you have what it takes to be invincible. It's a psychological truth that we become what we think about and what we continually believe ourselves to be. So if you're constantly thinking that you're fragile and you're capable of being crushed by circumstances, that's what you're going to be. But if you can believe something different, that you are capable of rising out of circumstances and not being defeated, instead being invincible, that's what you're gonna be. I love this idea of the invincible mindset, that when you're in this place of strength and security, you cannot be shaken. Which is why today's video is diving deep. We're going to figure out exactly what it takes to have an invincible mindset and take on any challenge life throws at you, and rise to the challenge and just become stronger because of it. And here's the cool part, you don't have to make some drastic change in your life, okay? It's all about the little things. Let me explain. So how do you become invincible? Like I said a minute ago, it's all about the little things you do. Who you are, or who you think you are, is merely a combination of all of your personality traits, okay? So when we sit down to write our social media bios, we usually introduce ourselves something like this. Our personality type, profession, hobby, religion, interests, etc. These are all things that we use to describe ourselves, but where do all these things come from? Habits. What we habitually do becomes who we are. If I shoot weddings for a living, I call myself a photographer. If I hate socializing, I call myself an introvert. If I like eating waffles more than I like doing anything else in the world, I call myself a professional waffle eater. Just kidding on that one, but not really. I actually do call myself a professional waffle eater. So if our character traits come from our habits, then what do our habits come from? Something that we do again and again and again until it becomes familiar. And where do actions come from? Decisions. And where do decisions come from? Thoughts. Aha, boom, there it is. Thoughts are the root of everything. Thoughts turn into decisions, turn into actions, turn into habits, turn into who we are. So do we even have control? That's the question. It might sound kind of hopeless, like our thoughts are controlling our lives. And that's true. But who's controlling your thoughts? You are. Sometimes it's not gonna feel like it. Sometimes it's gonna feel like you're being dragged down the street by a very large and vicious dog that you are supposed to be controlling. So yes, you have control, but it starts with breaking habits. Your mind has habits just like your body does, okay? So you might be falling back into these obsessive thought patterns, or just thought patterns in general, and you're like, I don't even want to be thinking about this. Why am I thinking about this? Yet you're still thinking about it. Why? Because your mind is familiar with it, and familiarity is what our biology runs to. Even at an atomic level, we don't like change. You know you're watching my channel when you hear the words atomic level. We get comfortable with what we're doing, and so we stick with it because things are just fine, aren't they? Nope. If you have any negative self-talk going on in your head, spoiler alert, you do, because we all do, then things are not fine. If you've gotten this far into this video, then I think you're different, and I think you want an invincible mindset. You don't want the average mindset, okay? You don't want the average brain that throws bad self-talk at you all day long, and you just sit there and you listen to it. That leads to an average, unfulfilling life, and you're not here for an average, unfulfilling life. You are here for a special reason, and you want to chase your dreams. So, rant over. So what's the recipe to invincibility? You're like, cut to the chase already, Abby! Okay, here's how I define it. Kindness, confidence, bravery, and grace. That being said, how do you create this mindset of kindness, confidence, bravery, and grace? By changing the inner dialogue in your head. Most of us think about ourselves in a negative light. Instead of those good words, we often describe ourselves in the reverse. I'm so rude. I'm so insecure. I'm so fearful. I'm so stupid. This is common dialogue for the average person's brain. Isn't that horrible? that's horrible. Let's change it right now. Every morning when you get out of bed and look in the mirror, and every time you hear one of those negative I ams pop into your head, say these 4 affirmations instead. Number 1, I love you. Love is the root of who we all are, truly, deeply in our heart of hearts, okay? We were created by love, out of love, and to love. But if that doesn't resonate with you, just think about it like this. If you can't show love to yourself, then you can't truly show love to others. If you can't be kind to yourself, then you truly can't be kind to others. Love inspires, uplifts, creates, expands, explodes. Think about someone you love. Now just think about how you feel when you're with them. You cherish them, you respect them, you find joy in just being with them. What if you felt that same way about yourself? That's all it means to love yourself, is to just show yourself kindness in your words and your actions. You would never call that person you love stupid or insecure or rude. So why should you say it to yourself? Instead, say, I love you. Number 2, I'm proud of you. Now, being proud of yourself does not mean being prideful or arrogant, okay? In fact, arrogance and ego are often symptoms of being insecure, not the reverse. When we feel threatened and exposed, we often lash out with anger and pride and aggression. But when we're proud of ourselves, we feel safe and secure and confident. And confidence is not something that you can like magically acquire, okay? It happens over time. Confidence happens when you choose to be confident, okay? You fake it till you make it. You choose to be you, regardless of what other people think and say. Just do your thing and don't give anybody permission to make you feel inferior. As one of my favorite quotes goes, your playing small does not serve the world. It's true. Don't cover up that light so that other people won't feel insecure around you, okay? Don't stay down in that place of nervous laughter and anxiety because that's what everybody else does. No, you are not like everyone else. You are destined for greatness. Be proud of yourself. Number 3, I believe in you. Again, this is not about self-conceit. It's not about flying solo and thinking that you can do everything on your own. You can't do everything on your own, but you can be the artist of your destiny. You were created to create, to take your crazy big ideas and manifest them into reality. It might sound crazy, but you really can make your dreams come true. Nothing is impossible, especially if you have the grit to see it through, and nobody can stop you. You're the only one who can stop you from achieving your dreams, from doing what you know you're meant to do. So it's time to start believing you can actually do it. Don't just brush it off as wishful thinking, oh, that's a big idea, that's a big dream. Everyone's gonna laugh at me because I think that I can do this thing. Yeah, some people are gonna laugh, but they're not gonna be your type. They're not gonna be the people that you wanna hang out with, okay? You are different, and you are different for a reason, because you are gonna have an incredible future. In fact, start looking at your dreams like a memory that future you is having, okay? Imagine you could time travel to the future to after you do these things that you're dreaming about. How does it feel to remember them? That sounds so trippy, but if you can get into it, if you know what I mean, and you can do it, it's awesome. Now, bravery also isn't magic. It's something that happens over time, something you acquire over time. So throw those words, I'm so fearful, I'm afraid, throw them in the trash where they belong, and say this about yourself instead, even if it's not true, I believe in myself. And finally, number 4, I forgive you. This is arguably the hardest one to say to yourself. Seriously, it can cause you physical pain because we hold so many things against ourselves. We all do stupid things that we later regret. Okay, we stay silent when we should have spoken. We speak when we should have stayed silent. We pour time and effort into something that fails, or we're too scared of failure to pour any time and effort into something, and we miss our opportunity and regret it forever. You've made a lot of mistakes, and you're likely going to make more of them in the future, but you can't hold on to them. You have to forgive yourself. If you're keeping tally of all the times you messed up, you're never gonna have an invincible mindset, okay? Just let it go. Because this is just like love and kindness, okay? You can't forgive others if you don't forgive yourself. So let it go. Learn from your mistakes, move on, let them fade into the past, and your whole world will turn to color. Okay, so say these things, write them on a sticky note, put them on your mirror, look yourself in the eye as you say them. I love you. I'm proud of you. I believe in you. I forgive you. Even if you feel like a hypocrite saying them right now, even if they're not true right now, say them anyway, because our words and our thoughts become our decisions, and our decisions become our actions, and our actions become our habits, and our habits become who we are. You have to start with you. Begin in your mind. Become invincible. then go change the world. I don't know about you, but I am pumped up. Do you want an invincible mindset? Do you wish that you said nicer, kinder things to yourself? Well, if so, good news, because you can start right now. Comment below and tell me one good thing, one thing that you love about yourself, okay? It's not bragging, it is appreciating, it is cherishing, it is respecting. It's the first step to changing that self-talk in your head. And it feels really good too. Smash that like button if you liked this video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I post videos every Monday all about chasing your dreams and staying happy, healthy, and productive while you're at it. Until next week, my friend, dream big, stay invincible, and rock on. Shh.